Hey there YouTube, this is Aisha, and this is going to be a book excerpt from The Girl in the Well by Rin Chapeka. And this is a young adult fiction. It is a sci-fi kind of paranormal fiction, which is why it's on this channel. And it's from Source Books. It comes out August 2014. It's going to be in hardcover and it has 304 pages. So we're going to go ahead and read the synopsis, which says, I am where dead children go. For a long moment we stare at each other, he, another girl's murderer, and I, another man's victim. Then my mouth widens further, and I detach myself from the ceiling to lunge, my unblinking eyes staring into his panicked, screaming face. Okiko has wandered the world for hundreds of years, setting free the spirits of murdered children who are chained to their abusers until she releases them with due vengeance. Such is her existence until the day she discovers a moody American teenage boy named Tark and a dangerous demon that clings to him. Tark needs to be freed, but there's just one problem. If the demon dies, so does its host. This is recommended for ages 14 and up. Okay. So we'll start with chapter 1. I am where dead children go. With other kinds of dead it is different. When their souls drift quietly away like a leaf caught in the throes of a hidden whirlpool, slipping down without sound, away from sight, they roll and ebb gently with the tides until they sink beneath the waves, and I no longer see where they go. Like sputtering candlelight, like little embers that burn briefly and brightly for several drawn moments before all their light goes out. But they are not my territory, they are not my hunt. And then there are the murdered dead, and they are peculiar, stranger things. You may think me biased, being murdered myself, but my state of being has nothing to do with the curiosity toward my own species, if it can be called such. We do not go gently, as your poet encourages, into the good night. We are the fates that people fear to become. We are what happens to good persons and to bad persons, and to everyone in between. Murdered dead live in storms without seasons, in time without time. We do not go because people do not let us go. The man refuses to let her go, though he does not know this yet. He is inside an apartment that smells of dirty cigarettes and stale beer. He sits on a couch and watches television where a man tells jokes, but this man, who wears a stained white shirt with his pudgy arms and foul vapors, this man does not laugh. He has too much hair on his head and on his face and on his chest, and he is drinking from a bottle, and he is not listening to anything but the alcohol in his thoughts. His mind tastes like sour wine, a dram of sake left out in the dark for too long. There are other things inside this apartment that he owns. There are filthy jackets of shiny fabric, 3, empty bottles, 21, dribbled dregs of brown liquid onto the floor, thin tobacco stalks, 5, are grounded on a tiny tray, smoke curling over their stunted remains. There are other things inside the apartment that he does not own. Small scratches of fabric snagged against nails in the floorboard, a pale pink, 3. A golden strand of hair smothered within the confines of wood, 1. Something gurgles from somewhere nearby. It is a loud and sudden noise, and it penetrates through the haze of his inebriation, startling him. The stained shirt man turns his head to a nearby wall and shouts, "You better fix that effing toilet tomorrow, Shamrock." Mistaking one problem for another. If he's expecting a reply, he does not receive it, but he does not seem to care. He does not look my way because he does not see me, not yet. But she does. I can tell she has not been dead long. Her long yellow hair hangs limply around her waist, her skin gray and brittle and bloated. The man drowned her quickly, so quickly she does not realize it. This is why her mouth opens and closes, why she gulps at intervals like a starving fish, why she is puzzled at the way she does not breathe. Her blue eyes look into mine from where I lay hidden, shrouded in shadow. An understanding passes between us, for I too remember that terrible weight of water. Her prison has been of ceramic. Mine wrought from cobbled stones. In the end, it made little difference to either of us. The stained shirt man does not see her either. He does not notice the thin bony arms clasped around his neck, or the manner her little rag dress is hiked up to her hips, her legs balanced onto the small of his back. He does not notice the beginnings of decay that are ravaging a face that should have been delicate and pretty. Many people are like him, who do not feel burdened by the weight of those they kill. There is a rope braid around her thin wrist, attached to another folded over the man's arm. I wear a similar loop around my wrist, although unlike her, I endure this affliction with no one else. The rope trails several feet behind me, the edges shorn. The man talking from inside the television disappears, and the thermostatic buzzes as the stained shirt man's consciousness, nagging at him like an angry bee. Cursing again, he tosses his empty bottle away and strides to the box, fiddling with the dials. After a minute, he pounds a fist down on top of it 1, 2 times, 3 times. The television continues to hum, unimpressed. He's still angry when the lights in the room wink out, one by one, leaving him nothing for company but the still fizzling box. Son of a bitch, he says, kicking it for good measure. As punishment, the noises stop, the televisions flicker back on, but the man telling jokes is nowhere to be seen. Instead, for a few seconds, something else flashes across the screen. It is a wide, staring eye, and it is looking back at him. It gets really good. So this is, once again, The Girl in the Well by Ron Chupeco. I highly recommend it. This comes out August 2014. I'll leave links down to Sourcebooks, which is the publisher, as well as to the author's website. You'll also see links down to my review, which will be out in August. This is The Girl in the Well by Rin Chupeco. And I'll leave links down to Sourcebooks, as well as to author's website, his Facebook and Twitter, as well as my review of the book. The Girl in the Well. I hope you guys enjoyed the excerpt, and I'll see you later. Bye!